All right, let's talk about travel. We're going to go way beyond the picture-perfect postcard today. We're digging into how you find the real story of a place. The kind of experience that doesn't just make a good photo, but actually creates a memory that sticks with you for life. So, let's get into it.
You know the feeling, right? You're scrolling through your feed, seeing all these stunning shots of famous landmarks, and you can't help but wonder, is that really all there is to it? It's so easy to feel like you're just seeing the highlight reel, not the actual, messy, beautiful story of a place.
And it really boils down to this one question. Are we traveling just to collect snapshots for some kind of checklist? Or are we out there to gather genuine, unforgettable experiences? It's the difference between saying been there, done that, and actually feeling like you were a part of something. That's the huge shift we're diving into.
So, where do we start? Well, our first step is to look right past that glossy travel brochure and start listening for the echoes of history. Because honestly, to really get a place, you have to know the stories that built it from the ground up.
Think about it. Pretty much every part of a place, the buildings, the traditions, even how the streets are laid out, it's all shaped by what came before. History isn't just locked up in a dusty museum. It's like the invisible blueprint of the city you're walking through.
I mean, just take a city like Berlin. You simply cannot understand modern Berlin without getting its intense 20th century story. The scars from World War II, the deep, painful division of the Cold War, the absolute joy when the wall came down, and then this complicated, ongoing process of rebirth. All of that is what gives the city its unique character today.
And that's exactly what we mean when we say history is alive in a city. In Berlin, you feel it in the heavy silence of the Holocaust memorials, and then you see it in the defiant, colorful art on what's left of the Berlin Wall. The city's past is in this constant, living conversation with its present. It's incredible.
Okay, so let's move to the next layer here. This is where we find the pulse of the people. Because the place isn't just its history, right? It's the community, the people who live there right now. This is all about connecting with local life.
But how do you actually do that? Well, it's about finding the spots where the community really comes together. A local market, that's basically the city's living room. It's where people shop, eat, gossip. Taking a class, like a cooking class or a dance class, lets you share a moment and a real conversation. And a festival, that is your front row seat to a culture's traditions and pure joy. These aren't tourist traps, they're the real deal.
And just think about how real these experiences are. Imagine the incredible organized chaos of a market in Phnom Penh, or learning secret family recipes from a grandmother in a small Vietnamese village, or actually being there in person for Thailand's breathtaking Yiping Lantern Festival. These aren't just things you cross off a list. These are memories that are etched into you because of that human connection.
Next up, we're diving into the flavors and frequencies of a place. This is all about using your senses, your taste, your sight, your hearing, to plug directly into a location's cultural identity.
Let's start with taste. Food is so much more than just fuel, isn't it? It's a language that everybody on the planet understands. It's one of the most powerful and honestly most delicious ways into any culture. It tells a story in every single bite.
Because a dish is never just a dish. Nope, it's a story of the land, of history, of migration. Take Mexico, for example. Using indigenous ingredients like corn and chilies, that's not some new foodie trend. It is a direct, unbroken line to the country's ancient roots. Every single flavor tells a story.
All right, next let's really open our eyes to the visual heartbeat of a place. Because, the real art of a culture isn't always hanging in a famous museum with a crazy long line. A lot of the time, the most powerful stuff is right out in the open for everyone to see.
So much of a city's real soul is just out there. Think of a city like Buenos Aires, where the streets themselves are the canvas. Those vibrant, incredible murals, they're not just pretty pictures. They are a powerful form of social commentary, a raw and honest voice of the culture.
And finally, we need to stop, close our eyes for a second, and just listen. Every single place has its own unique soundtrack. And music, well, music is the heartbeat of a community. It's a universal language that can tell you everything about joy and struggle and spirit without you needing to understand a single word.
Can't you just feel it? The energetic, irresistible rhythm of samba pulsing through a street in Brazil? Or the soulful, storytelling melodies of folk music filling up a traditional Irish pub? That's not just background noise. That's a direct emotional connection to the spirit of a place.
So this all brings us to a really crucial point, your role in this. It's about making a shift from just being a passive observer to becoming a thoughtful, mindful participant in the places that you visit.
And this is the question we should all be asking ourselves. When we travel, we leave a footprint. So what kind of footprint is it going to be? It completely changes the focus from what can this place give me to what can I contribute back.
Traveling with purpose is all about making conscious choices. It means supporting local businesses, taking a minute to understand a community's efforts in sustainability, and choosing to support things that help preserve both the culture and the environment. A fantastic example is Costa Rica, where ecotourism isn't just some marketing term, it's a core national strategy that protects their incredible biodiversity and empowers local communities at the same time.
So let's wrap all of this up and redefine what we're actually searching for when we travel. What is that ultimate, truly unforgettable souvenir?
And here it is. It's not about the things you buy. It is 100% about the stories you collect. The real magic of travel, the stuff that stays with you forever. You're not going to find that in a gift shop. You're going to find it in the connections you make, the things you learn about yourself, and the rich experiences you gather along the way.
So, as we close this out, I'm just going to leave you with this one thought. The next time you plan a trip, don't just think about where you're going to go. Think about the story you want to be a part of. What story is your next journey going to tell?